All right, let's get into this. So we're going over 5 mindset shifts for effortless discipline. If you're anything like me, you come home from work, right? And you want to do that thing, that side hustle, that big dream of yours, right? And you go on your phone instead and you scroll for hours. And it was daylight when you got home, but then by the time you're done scrolling, it's nighttime and you got to go to bed. And yeah, so if you don't want this to keep happening to you, because I know you don't want that, right? It's not a good life to live. You want a life that is filled with purpose and meaning, and I got you. So we're going to talk about what discipline means, all right? Discipline is doing what you want when you don't want to do it. So discipline is doing what you want when you don't want to do it. You're doing it anyway, but you're in luck because in this video, I'm going to go over those effortless mindset shifts because that's all this is. It's just shifting from wanting to do it, right, instead of not wanting to do it. So let's go right into the first mindset shift that you can take on easily and effortlessly. And that is focusing on the process. Because if you're anything like me and what I used to think about discipline and my goals and all the scary things that I kept pushing off until tomorrow, you're like this, right? You're this little dude and there's this mountain in front of you. And you're like, how the hell do I climb up this mountain? This is ridiculous. Oh, this is a lot, right? And that's not what I'm trying to tell you right now. You're trying to focus on the process. You're trying to take the first step, climb a little bit, right? But you don't want to go down the wrong trail. What if there's a bear? What if there's like something that's really dangerous and scary, like a rattlesnake or some shit, and you're still scared, right? That's okay. You're just taking one step at a time. Just think of it like a staircase, right? One step at a time, not the whole staircase, not the whole mountain, just one step at a time, and you will get there. It makes it a lot easier to look at it this way instead of looking at it like this big scary thing. And you'll figure it out. Along the way, it'll get easier and it'll get better, and you'll be like, oh wow, this really isn't that big of a deal anyway. It's just way easier than I thought it was gonna be. That's what it's like, really. So let's keep moving. We've got the next mindset shift here. This one actually is really connected to this very first one. So this is number 2, connecting to your why. What is your why? You're like, well, what's my why? Okay, so your why is your reason. You need a reason. Well, what's your reason? Like you want to wake up early, right? Okay. Got the sun. You're like a night owl. You're like, oh, how am I going to do this? I'm staying up all night. I'm scrolling all night long. Like, how am I supposed to wake up early? Well, that's where the reason comes in, right? Well, why do you want to wake up early? Well, is it because you want to spend time with your kids? Is it because you want to spend time with your cat? Because I'm a cat mom. I want to spend more time with my cat before I head off to work, right? And you've got your friends. Maybe you want to spend more time with your friends. Maybe you're like working, you're a workaholic and you're working all the time and you want to spend that time with your friends. So that could be a good reason why. To wake up early. And then you got a happy son because they're like, damn, you got up early today. Good for you, right? Well, okay, maybe you don't want to wake up early. Let's say you want more confidence. Maybe you want to feel good still, right? This is you. You're happy because like you're confident. Well, why do you want to be confident? What is it that you want out of confidence? You want to attract more people into your life. So attract the right people. And how do you do that, right? Like that's another thing you got to consider here. What do you have to do in order to attract more people into your life? Feel good, look good. Well, you gotta work out. It's as simple as that. Working out is gonna help you feel more confident. And that's as simple as it gets. That's mindset number 2. So we're gonna keep moving. Number 3. These all work together too. So I hope you're taking notes and not just watching this for entertainment. Because if that's the case, you are not gonna be able to take this away properly. Number 3 is to build habits slowly. Be like a turtle, okay? Seriously, like you just want to race and you want to get it all done and all the things, right? You gotta think like you're a turtle, okay? Just take it slow because you cannot do all those habits. I know you've probably tried having a habit tracker, and it always backfires because you just can't stick with it. And that's not what we're trying to talk about here. We're doing 1 to 2 habits at a time instead of 5 habits, right? What are those 5 habits? We always know you trying to meditate, right? Okay. What else are you trying to do? You're trying to wake up early. What else? You're trying to floss your teeth like 2 times a day. Like shit, you probably don't even floss once a day if you're anything like what I used to be, total degenerate. So we'll get there, okay? And you just got to think like, what's the most important thing? What is going to change your life the most? Maybe you want to read. Like that's another habit. Maybe you want to drink more water. That's a pretty common one. Like you're probably not drinking water. Maybe you're drinking soda all the time. If you're not feeling good, you're not doing good. That's the thing you got to understand. Like if you can tell yourself that this is important and you really stick with this and you're taking notes and you're taking your life seriously, I promise you these mindset shifts are really going to work. So which one is the most important though? That's the thing we really need to understand here. Because if you try to do all these, you're going about it all wrong and it's going to backfire. Like I said, it's not worth it. Don't do all of them. Just pick the most important one. And let's say, you're stressed, okay? It's probably going to be meditating. And, if you just look at it this way, right? 1 step at a time. We're going backwards, back to number 1, focusing on the process. It's just downloading the app. Not even getting started yet. We're just downloading the app. That's it. 1 step at a time. Not, I'm going to download the app. I'm going to meditate for 20 minutes and I'm going to do that every single day. It's just like we've all been there and it doesn't stick, right? That's the thing. We're trying to make this easy so that we stick with it and we can actually make progress and have that track record and be like, damn, I did all that and I can do more. That's some good shit. So that's the thing. And that's the thing too. I read this book and I highly recommend it. If you haven't given it a chance, it's probably one of the best books out there. It's Atomic Habits. That book teaches you everything you need to know about how to make a habit stick. It's just to make it easy. That's what I say all the time on this channel. Make it easy, okay? Make the good things easy and the bad things difficult. We're gonna keep moving though. We've got number 4 here. This is the 4th mindset shift. And this is your reminder to take notes because this shit is juicy, okay? You are going to embrace boredom. Because right now, you are this guy who you just taking everything in and you're sad. You've got texts coming in. Oh, I'm sorry. You're happy. You're happy because you've got all these hits of dopamine coming in, right? You've got texts, you've got calls, you've got social media, right? All these things going off all day long. You've got TV, you've got anything you're interested in that isn't really good for you is what I'm trying to say. You don't want this. You need to embrace boredom. You need to be neutral, okay? This is what you really should be. This is how you have good discipline, is when you're neutral. You're not happy all the time. We don't want to be happy all the time. We want to embrace boredom. We want to look at a blank wall and just allow our minds to shut off. Because when you're constantly stimulated and you're constantly taking in all these notifications and everything, as we do in the modern world, it's not your fault. Like this world is literally designed to work against you. We've got evil, greedy scientists that are constantly like, oh, we got to keep these people on all the time so we can make money off of them. So it's not your fault. I need you to understand it's not your fault. But take back control. Seriously. You should not be taking all of this in, especially this one. Fuck, man. Download this app, honestly. It's called ClearSpace for your iPhone. And then, okay, ClearSpace for iPhone. And then you've got OneSec for Android. And you're going to buy your time back. You're literally going to save so much time. You get way more done and you will stay way more disciplined because it'll kick you off the app. You've got like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then it's like, all right, peace out. You're done. And then you're back to work. Okay. Take it seriously. Don't abuse that shit because I've been there. I'm not good. Take back control of your life. Know that these evil, greedy scientists are keeping you on social media way too long and you don't want to live a life like that anymore. And turn off your damn notifications too. I can't say that enough. Like, If you're here all the time and you still have your notifications turned on, man, what are you doing? Please stop. You are doing a disservice to yourself. It's not cool, right? We're going to move on to the last mindset shift. We've got number 5, delayed gratification. Instead of what we just mentioned before, right? No more instant gratification. Instant gratification is not doing you any good because it's keeping you too stimulated. And you need that drive. You need that ambition. You need that in order to go after your big goals. If you don't have that, you're just going to keep saying tomorrow, right? So take this in mind. Delayed gratification also is adding value into your life, right? You're getting a reward when you have delayed gratification. Instant gratification, okay? Instant gratification, blah, 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 is taking away from you. Taking away. That's the biggest difference here. So instant gratification, taking away from you. Delayed gratification is adding value into your life. And what does that look like, right? What is delayed gratification? Maybe you're like, well, what do I have to do to get this? I got you. The best things that you could do for delayed gratification is to, number 1, work out. You're going to feel so much better when you work out. You're literally going to have more drive and more ambition and more oomph to your life because you're going to feel good. You are going to feel good. Number 2, read nonfiction books. Now, if you're not reading at all, this is what I always say. Read what you love and you will love to read, okay? It's as simple as it gets. I used to be you. I did not like reading. Reading was not my thing. I had to start off with Twilight, and this was just a few years ago. I'm about to be 31 years old, and yeah, that's how bad it was. So don't be like me. You know, if you're still young, get into it, right? Don't wait until this age, because a lot of people, maybe you're 25 and you're kind of like, I don't know. You're starting to feel a little hopeless. It's normal. It's the age where people start kind of giving up, right? If you're young, read. Seriously. If you're older, read. Like, please. It's so sad because there's people that stop reading as soon as they're done high school and they never pick up another book again. Like, it's just sad, honestly. I read that statistic somewhere. Somebody said it on a podcast or something. And that's another thing. If you're listening to degenerate music, that is taking away your dopamine to go after your goals, to go after your big dreams. Stop doing that to yourself. It's not easy because these evil, greedy scientists, they make it so damn addictive. They just keep you glued onto these things, right? They're like, they're making money off you. It's as simple as that. That's the answer. It doesn't get much deeper. It doesn't get any deeper than that. Just understand that you want to do things that are delayed gratification so that you can actually see your life changing and you're going to get value. Eating healthy too. That's another one. Make sure that you're eating things that are feeding into you, right? That's another thing. Adding value into your life, not junk food. No junk food. Stop eating the junk food. It's hurting you. It's making your life harder. It's making you tired. It's making you not want to get started on that thing. It's still making you say, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. Like, we both know you will not do it tomorrow. So we got to do the things that are going to help you go after your big goals. You got to eat healthy. That's delayed gratification. Each one is delayed gratification. And I've got one last thing. The last thing I want to go over here is you need an accountability partner in everything you do in this life, honestly, because we really are working against these evil, greedy scientists, and they're like a monster, basically. It's like, oh, I gotta keep fighting this monster off. It's like, it's a never-ending monster. But an accountability partner is going to be able to help you go after it. They are going to push you to go after the thing that you want to do. They're going to keep you in line. They're going to keep you disciplined. And I just can't see you going after it without one of these guys. And I can do that for you. I can be that person for you. We can work together and I can get you going after your big goal. I can keep you on track. You can keep moving forward. You're not going to be looking back anymore, I promise you. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, scroll down right now and click on the top link in the description. And I'll see you soon, all right? Bye for now.